Good evening and welcome to our concert. My name is Maggie Rayburn and I play the trombone in the 7th grade band. Please help make our concert enjoyable for all of our audience members and take this opportunity to silence all electronic devices. We would also encourage you to avoid sending or receiving text messages or using any electronic devices during the concert, as the light is distracting to those around you. If you are choosing to video any of the concert, please be respectful of those near you and their ability to view their performer. Also, in the light of recent lawsuits against Iowa schools and individuals, make yourself aware of copyright laws and avoid posting videos to the public format. Sharing with friends or family privately is okay, but sharing publicly without permission from the publisher, or if he's designated by the publisher, is not within copyright as a consumer of the music alone.
My name is Anna Carmiano, and I play the saxophone in the 7th grade band. The term argosy is often used to refer to a rich store of content. This piece is a composition rich with musical content, an opportunity for our band. Beginning with a mysterious opening statement in the woodwinds, the piece quickly intensifies to feature the full winds and percussions, rhythmic interactions between sections interwoven with the long, flowing melodic lines create musical momentum throughout, leading to a very intense conclusion.
Weaver, and I play the flute in 8th grade band. A traditional Welsh carol, Deck the Halls, is arranged for tonight for a woodwind choir. While the tempo remains constant throughout, you will find that it has 3 distinct sections and goes back and forth from regular and double time in its melody.
Nelson, and I play the tuba in the 8th grade band. The carry dance can be traced back to 1549 to a Celtic dance called the Brinca Fauda, which means long dance. This arrangement by Bill Simon is for brass choir, but is often heard voiced in Irish fiddle.
All right, as they go out, and the percussion are pretty well set up, but as they parade out, this is a good time to mention Tuba Christmas, since the tubas got to be in the front row. They never get to do that. That is sort of a tradition nationwide that happens weekends in December. The one locally that's coming up will be in Ottumwa this Sunday afternoon at St. John Auditorium at the Indian Hills campus. The registration begins at 1:30, rehearsal begins at 2, and there's a free public concert at 4. So any of the low brass, the tubas and euphoniums that were in the front row, they can attend. There's a $10 registration. They get their music for that. So they can dress up their tubas and instruments, put lights and Christmas decorations on it, and dress in Santa hats and all that good stuff. So if they're interested in going, I know at least one of them is planning to attend that's been there before. So that's for any level, because they provide music for all levels, beginners through experienced. So So if they're interested in attending to participate, they can certainly do that. And if you played in school and want to join in, you can certainly do that. And if you want to just go as an audience member, it's lots of fun. So if you're interested, that's Tuba Christmas. I have some little slips available if you'd like to grab one after the concert. I can give that to you. Next, we have our 7th grade percussion ensemble, and Brian's going to tell you about that.
My name is Ryan Diggins, and I'm a percussionist in the 7th grade band. Roll-Off Percussion is known to be a publisher in the band world who provides educational and fun music for percussion. We are performing one of their percussion ensemble pieces from their Icicle series titled Silent Merry Christmas, a combination of Silent Night and We Wish You a Merry Christmas by Layla Davila.
My name is Mark Harrell, and I'm a percussionist in the 8th grade band. We are also performing a piece from all percussion in high school called All Jingle Bells. We hope you enjoy the unique twist with traditional holiday tune. Those are called special effects.
All right, as the sixth grade takes the stage, I will tell you a little bit about Atumwa Solo Day, which is the next thing, well, not the next thing around the corner, but coming up in February, That is an optional event for all students, 6th through 8th grade, and if they are interested in participating, we'll be picking out our solos and our lessons this week, our next lesson cycle. So if they are interested, what we do is we work on those solos in their lessons through the next quarter. The event is the last Friday in February, and they play for a band director over at Ottumwa High School, whether it's an Ottumwa band director or another one that they select for that event. And they give them comments and a rating, and then they get a medal. And the school takes care of the registration. The only thing that the students need to do is the parents will provide the transportation, because the student only needs to be there for their 5-minute time slot. And then they have to, some of them need to get their original copy of their music, because not all of the books that we use allow copying for performances. So so they'll need to have transportation and their music to perform from. So that is, again, the last Friday in February in the evening, and that's the Ottumwa Solo Day. So if they're interested, you can ask me more about that, but that is an optional event, and all band students who are interested can participate, and I will work with them on those solos, and I will also serve as their accompanist if they need one. So, or you can look for another one if you would like, but I would be happy to do that for them. All right. As we finish taking the stage here, I'll pass the mic to one of the students who will tell you about our first piece.
My name is Murphy Cron and I play the clarinet. Kickstart is defined as a fast or strong start. Help with starting or beginning well. The opening selection of a concert often sets the tone for the remainder of the program. It can generate enthusiasm from the audience and as a result give the performers a great deal of confidence and encouragement. We now invite you, the listening audience, to sit back and be prepared to experience a definite wow moment at the exciting conclusion of this high-energy work.
My name is Joseph and I play the alto saxophone. A beautiful and memorable melody is presented amid a variety of textures with wonderful sensitivity in this next piece. The melody develops into a glorious full ensemble and then to a climax invoking image of a breathtaking fall sunset. It then subsides, ending with a heartwarming soft touch, creating a spell to be long and remembered. We hope you enjoy October Sky.
My name is Brianna and I play the clarinet. Regal March by Bruce Pearson is a part of our lesson book curriculum and has taught us how to play march-style soft dynamics, first and second endings, accents, and divided notes within our parts. Something I learned in this song was how to go from loud to soft without taking a breath. We hope you enjoy Regal March.
All right, before the 6th grade plays their final selection, one other thing that I wanted to bring to your attention, we did have the free will donation basket over there, and then we also had the drum, which had on it stop donations. And I've sent a couple of campus messages to you about Stomp, which may have caused complete and utter confusion because we started with $10 tickets. And then it was, well, never mind, it's pretty much sold out, so only 8th graders get to go. And then I've worked with Rustin at the Sondheim to try to get a school show. So at this point, we're working really hard for that school show, and now we're down to the negotiations on time and getting the last of some funding for that. So having a school show during the day, Iowa law says that you can't charge students for field trips during the day, which I think is fabulous, which means all of our band students could go for free. So, which is amazing, because the first time I took students to hear Stomp, we went to the Civic Center in Des Moines, and the tickets were like $50 or $55, and I could only take 20 or 25 students, because that's who could handle that kind of a ticket. So, being able to take all of the band students in this building, which is something like 350 students, for free is amazing. To let them hear a New York show for that is just wonderful. And our Band-Aids group is helping fund half of that cost to the Sondheim at this point. We've got some private donors who are helping, but we're still looking for part of the funding right now. So if you would like to help contribute, you can do that. If you already paid for a ticket, I have done nothing with your check. It's on my desk, and it's still made out to Band-Aids, so I can give that back to you. If you would like me to give it to the Band-Aids and have it go towards the Stomp concert, just send me an email and tell me that, and I will do that. Otherwise, I'll just return it to you before Christmas. Or if you would like to donate directly to the drum, those proceeds will go in to the activity account, and then we'll send that to the Sondheim for the Stomp concert, which will be January 25th. And right now we're just trying to work out a time so that the students can go. They wanted to do 3 o'clock, and we said, yeah, that doesn't work. We need to be back at 3:15. So they were like, well, we're coming from Michigan. We said, well, can you leave a little earlier so that we could have a show at like 1 or 2? So we're still working out the details, and so, but we're really looking forward to that. The kids have seen they saw a video one day when I was gone and sick, and they said, oh, that's really cool. Can we watch the video again? And I said, well, how about seeing them live? How would you like that? And they were like, yeah, that would be great. So that's what we're working on at this point. So that's where we're at on Stomp. So I'm going to give you an update. So now Juliana is going to tell you about our last piece, which the kids really enjoyed. This was the last piece we added to our set of the concert. And then we'll follow with the 8th grade band and a combined 7th and 8th grade band, and what the 6th graders are all looking forward to, the cookies and punch. So, so don't leave before you get some of that. So.
My name is Juliana, and I play flute. From its bright spirited opening to its majestic conclusion, Come Rejoice invites listeners to celebrate the joy of the season. This festive fanfare, based on the traditional Adeste Fidelis, is perfect for a young band winter concert. We hope you agree.
Mickelman, and I play trumpet in the 8th grade band. Legend is a musical saga of a hero's journey. The work progresses from a pensive, mysterious opening in low woodlands and journeys through many engaging musical moments using the composer's signature modalities, driving rhythms, and observing imitative passages. It has been enjoyable to put together this uniquely compelling work to share with you this evening.
All right, as they go to their spots for the combined piece, thank you for bearing with us. I tried to make the shifting around as minimal as possible, so that's why we set up for the final number at the beginning and then just sort of filled in as needed. And we didn't have the risers, so hopefully you could still hear the brass. And it was interesting and a great process. Thank you so much to the teachers, first and seventh hour. We used channel one time to practice those brass and woodwind choirs to combine them. And Friday and today to put Christmas Fantasy together. Otherwise, we practiced separately. So it was a new thing. Never tried it before with middle school band. Tried it once with high school many moons ago. So it was a fun adventure. So I think they learned some things and something worth trying again someday. So as they come up to the stage, I will let Sophia tell you about our last piece. But if I inadvertently left someone off on chaperoning or any of those parent helpers, my efforts to include everyone sometimes ends up leaving someone off the program, and that was certainly not my intention. So please know that all parents, your support and your help is very much appreciated, and especially in these days where budget cuts happen all the time, and playing an instrument is one of the things that engages every single part of your brain. So I truly love working with all these students and love my job so much that it's exciting to get to do something that engages brain activity and kind of works not only the mind but the heart at the same time. So I appreciate your support and your help in that endeavor in all aspects. So I'll let Sophia tell you about our last piece, and then you get the goodies. So I know that's what they've been waiting for.
My name is Sophia Fritz, and I play the French horn in the 8th grade band. I would ask you to take this moment to direct your attention to the thank you portion of our program. We have many people outside of the band room who help us make our concerts a success. If you see these people, please take the time to thank them for us. Right now, please join me in a round of applause for those who help us make our band concerts here at FMS a success. After the concert, please join us in a cookie and punch reception to celebrate our evening of music, progress, and learning. Our final piece this evening is A Christmas Fantasy by Larry and Meek. It is a melody of holiday pieces, including Carol of the Bells, The Holly and the Ivy, What Child Is This, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Thank you once again for joining us for our concert.
And of course, because I didn't look at my note card, I forgot one thing. We have 15 students who will be auditioning for SEBA Honor Band January 6th. And at this point, we actually have a few students vying for that last percussion spot. So it's been highly competitive this year. I had started off with 22 students who were interested, and we could only register 15. So it's a great problem to have. So if these students would please stand when I say their name, and if you'll hold your applause when I get finished, hopefully in May I get to announce lots and lots of them that were accepted. So on flutes, Mackenzie Kramer. On oboe, Tess Payton. On clarinet, Sarah McAvan. On trumpet, Emma Winkleman, Spencer Hilger, and Gannon Scott. On trombone, Michael Anderson and Jace Hannes. On tuba, Nick Casca and Dylan Post. On euphonium, Brady Flynn and Josh Cardis. In percussion, we've got Grant Ward and Max Wheaton, and then we're trying to figure out our last spot between Carter Thompson, Aaron Epperson, and Mara Terrell. So if you'll give all of those wonderful people a round of applause. Percussion can wave, because they're all standing up already. I keep forgetting. They're all standing. Okay, so now we'll continue with our last piece, which is one of my favorite arrangements for young band for holiday piece.